Good morning. Hey, welcome back to the channel. This video, Vauxhall East again as well. If you watched the last video, you'll know this filmed straight after that and straight after a gym session, so I'm knackered. But what I'm going to do is show you the circuit board in here. It's this big wall behind me, and it's very different to bouldering really. This is much more endurance based, so the style of climbing is very different. It's got to be a lot more energy efficient, very precise, very accurate, and try and climb relatively fast but also controlled to help you get around. But yeah, essentially it's this big board here. You kind of traverse across and you go along in a loop. Depending on the board, the way it's been set, I'll talk through that in a second. Tells you what direction you're going, where to start. But yeah, there's 2 start holds, then you finish on the start holds as well. So you start there, go all the way around, and then you finish on the start holds. So I'm just going to talk you through the grading system, and then I'm going to go and do an easier climb, see how I feel after that, and then maybe do a more difficult climb as well. But yeah, this is the circuit board I'm going to talk through. Okay, so in terms of the grading, there's a little board grade chart over here. So as you can see, at the top it is actually the easiest grade, and then the bottom it's the hardest grade. So on this one, the green is the easiest, and then it gets progressively harder up to the wasp. So this arrow here shows you which direction you start climbing in. So on the green it will be to the right, and on the blue it will be to the left, for example. So that's how that works, and you traverse along this board. You can see obviously there's various start holds in different places, like on the green one, two hands on this one, and the blue, one on that one and one on that one. And you can use all the feet of the same colour across the board. So that's how the board works. I'm just going to jump into maybe an orange or a green in a second, probably orange just to start off with, and then see how we go from there. So as I mentioned, I'm going to try and be as efficient as possible. I'm going to do the orange one to begin with, which starts on these 2. And the direction is to go right, so I'm going to start by going to the right first. Oh, that's one of the easier climbs. I think I was quite efficient on that. There was a couple of slip ups in different places, but yeah, it's so long, very different to what I'm used to with bouldering, but it should help me with both. It ensures that I'm making very precise movements. I want to get the accuracy of my feet perfect as soon as I place them. Same with my hands. Spend less time adjusting because that just drains my energy. But yeah, that was a relatively good first attempt on what is a very easy climb. It's a 6A, which I can't remember what that is in the V system. Maybe V2 or 3 probably. But yeah, I'll check that later and put it in the video. Okay, I'm going to move on to what's probably going to be my last climb. I'll see how I feel after doing it, but I think I'm going to be super pumped. I've not done much endurance stuff recently at all, and I've done another session for 2 and a bit hours and a gym session before, so yeah, really not got anything in the tank. But I'm going to see how we go on the blue. The blue is 6B+, it's which is I think a V4. Starts on 2 holes here and goes left first, so it's the opposite direction to the orange. But yeah, confident we should be able to do this one, but I'm going to get pretty pumpy from this. So yeah, hopefully I will send it and then I'll see how I feel and decide whether I do something harder after that or not. But yeah, I get the feeling I probably won't have the energy for that. Oh my God, I so nearly messed that up at the end. I got my sequence wrong completely, I didn't read the route at all. And I didn't see this hole somehow. So I came from here onto this foothold. I nearly fell off completely, but I just managed to hold on and find this in time and get my feet across. But yeah, that was challenging, particularly after the session that I've done already. So I'm fully exhausted now. There's not a chance I'm doing another repeat, but I'm glad I just about managed to get that in the end. But yeah, that is the circuit board. If you think of it in running terms, it's a bit like a middle distance run, like a 5 to 15k if you like, depending on how many you do. But yeah, it's much more endurance based. Bouldering is a bit like sprinting, very anaerobic, very explosive, very powerful. This is kind of middle distance equivalent when it comes to running, if that's an easy way of sort of visualizing it in your head as for how it works. But yeah, cool to do. I don't do this often, probably should do it more just for a bit more endurance practice. But yeah, that's all I can do for today. So this is going to be a very short video, but it's better that I've got something done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat useful. If you didn't know what a circuit board was for, I hope that gives you an indication. I hope you understand that quite nicely now. But yeah, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments if that was helpful. It's always nice to know if you guys find this useful or whether I'm just making something that's kind of pointless for people. I'd rather know so that next time I can make similar stuff that's helpful. So yeah, let me know in the comments and be sure to like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot. But yeah, most importantly, as always, make sure you grab life by the plums and I'll see you in the next one.